Hello and good evening and welcome to Business Now, proudly brought to you by Absa Bank Uganda. With Absa's new Island Escape Travel Reward, every payment using your Visa, debit or credit card gives you a chance to win an all expenses paid island getaway for two, turning everyday spending into extraordinary experiences. To update us more on what financial institutions are doing to keep the ecosystem active and safe is Moses Rutaigwa, the Director, Retail and Business Banking.
What are we not doing well to reach the last mile that could help us to tip up the numbers in this country?
Partnerships both in the bank and various players, telco and fintechs, to ensure that we can be able to provide access to financing and country services to the last person possible.
We bring you special coverage from the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo at Peak Resort Munyonyo, where tourism stakeholders, investors and exhibitors from across the continent gathered to spotlight Africa's growing travel economy. We turn to technology's role in tracking negative messaging and boosting inbound travel. To discuss these strategies, we feature insights from Terry Lloyd. That and much more coming up here on Business Now.
All right, so this evening on Business Now, we will be talking tech, and we're starting off with Moses Rutaigwa from Absa Bank, the man who is in charge of all things digital payments. So we're going to talk about these transactions. You're very welcome, Moses.
The trend in Uganda is not unique. As you see, across around 76 billion people right now are accessing internet or using mobile. And that's a significant, that's almost around 70% of the population, which is a big number. In Uganda, you see data indicates that we have around 45 million plus mobile subscribers who are active every 3 months. That's a significant number. And possibly now approaching around 20 million internet users, which is a significant number now. It means that as an organization, we've made progress. As those customers move, we are providing them the solution that move with their needs. As we talk, around 90% of our transactions plus are happening on non-branch channels, which means they're happening digitally wherever customers are around the globe. The progress is not just driven by technology, but also the customer appreciation and the needs of the consumer. The customer prefers convenience, access to financing, and access to cash as fast as possible. But most importantly, be transact wherever they are, and then be able to offer them solutions that are customized to their needs and relate to them directly.
What are we not doing well to reach the last mile that could help us to tip up the numbers in this country?
I think first of all, it's good to commend where there's been progress, because the advent of the mobile phone and the adoption in Uganda has helped us provide access to as many users as possible. With more than 23 million unique users on the mobile, which means that you could add a few numbers, unique users on the mobile, which means that you have more than 23 million people having access to a mobile money wallet, which is a significant reach. And we believe that mobile provides room to expand reach as much as possible, and I think we've made good progress on that area. Secondly, through measures that have made banking easier through models like agent banking, we're able to access as many people across the country to access banking services. However, to your point, there's still work to be done, and so we haven't reached where we should be at, because as we speak, we need to ensure that at least everybody who is as deep in the village can access a financial service. So by expanding what more we can be able to do within the payments ecosystem, we then have access to reach as many people as possible. And that is why we believe that the new code will be partnerships both in the bank and various players, telco and fintechs, to ensure that we can be able to provide access to financing and country services to the last person possible.
How bad is card-related fraud today, and how do you think people can safeguard themselves from that animal?
So there are many ways, of course, how it happens. First is either you compromise your individual information, or you provide your details on sites that are not recommended or not well known, or you make payments to people who are not well authorized by you, or sometimes you go through a scenario, either you lose your wallet or somewhere and the team used and the fraudsters use your confidential information able to access your financial details. And that is that, but there are very many ways. They can send you a link, they can give you a call on the phone and tell you, by the way, there's an OTP, send it to us. And some of these things happen in our market. We're not unique to that.
Most of the time, well, digital, it doesn't end. It keeps, evolving. And so tomorrow we are most likely to come for a new threat and talk about it. But the most important thing is safety. Thank you very much.
Thank you. One last one I'd like to end. You talked about going for a holiday. I definitely would like to add that we have a campaign running where our customers can have an escape on island. If you're an Absa customer, by using your debit and credit card, you qualify for a chance to be able to go for you and your other friend to Mauritius. I'm saying it's +2.
Winning a holiday.
We're taking up to 3 customers with +1 for each of them to go to Mauritius for a fully paid trip by Absa by simply using your card. Every payment above 100,000 shillings, to qualify for a trip. Maybe it could be you.
You never know. You're giving people early thoughts on their holidays. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you.
This is Business Now. Let's now dig in. This year's Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo attracted thousands of participants from across Asia, Europe, and the African continent. The host, Juliana Kagwa, Uganda Tourism Board Managing Director, says the expo was oversubscribed, drawing over 1,500 delegates and generating significant interest in tourism and hospitality investment. All the prospects. James Msingzi, the Chief Executive of the Uganda Wildlife Authority, confirmed that all of Uganda's tourism sites, including national parks and game reserves, are open and ready to welcome visitors. Tourism growth cannot be discussed without acknowledging the government's efforts to promote the sector as Uganda as a top destination. Billions have been allocated to the Economic and Commercial Diplomacy Program. Now, to ensure accountability, we spoke exclusively with Vincent Bajire, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who oversees this program and the finances and its impact and results for taxpayers.
This 10th edition of POATE, we're turning 10 years old, has been the biggest and best we've seen so far. We are actually oversubscribed. This year, we've had over 1,500 delegates express interest and actually lock in attendance for POATE 2026. We have over 300 exhibitors. These are people, active players in the tourism value chain. We have about 250 trade visitors. Trade visitors are potential investors, prospectors, people who are prospecting to either enter the value chain of tourism or expand. The president said it himself. We can't emphasize enough the narrative that goes out about Africa and Uganda as a location. We are safe, we are open for business, we have full confidence in our ability to tackle any and all diseases. So we are very pleased to welcome over 120 hosted buyers from all over the globe. And all these people are after one thing. It is to explore Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. So we welcome you all.
Uganda's national parks are open. We have activated our standard operating procedure protocol, and we are witnessing those protocols and observing them and encouraging them. The teams on the ground are on high alert. We are taking temperatures. We are able to make sure you wash your hands. We are enforcing the masks. We are enforcing the 80-meter rule when it comes to the primates like the gorillas. And we want to ensure the public out there that Uganda is safe. Come and visit. We are keeping the animals safe. The visitors will be safe. We are in control of the situation. We have now introduced a low season gorilla permit. For the month of April, May, and November, you'll be able to have a gorilla permit at $600. For the rest of the months, you'll buy a permit at $800. And what is so special is that now we have automated. You are able to buy a gorilla or chimpanzee or any other Uganda Wildlife Authority product in the comfort of your sitting room or your office. You're able to get online, get an invoice for that permit, pay online, and get that permit delivered to you so that you just wait for the day of tracking for you to be able to go. We have tried to automate to make life simpler other than having lines of clients coming to Uganda Wildlife Authority lining up. We are stepping up our customer efforts to make sure the customer, the tour operator who is bringing this customer or this tourist is not inconvenienced in terms of getting the permit. We are also habituating more gorilla permits. At the moment, we have 32% gorilla groups habituated, and we want to go up to 50%. But now, we have just established the State of Wildlife Resources Report. It is online on our website. You can access it for you to be able to know the species of wildlife in the country, the increasing numbers, if there are any drops, all that is available, and which initiatives we are putting in place.
In respect to tourism, our embassies have done a number of interventions. First and foremost, they have been able to get tour operators in different countries to come to Uganda and have given them what we call familiarization tours. They've gotten tour operators from Europe, from Asia, from Africa, and taken them to one of our breathtaking tourist attractions across the country. Now, out of that, these individuals have gone back to their countries and have promoted Uganda. Basically, we've had an increment in the number of tourists that are coming in. But beyond that, they participate in trade fairs or expos across the country that promote tourism. And we have also made entry in countries such as Switzerland, where traditionally Uganda did not promote tourism. So we're beginning to see a big number of tourists coming from areas where in the past we did not have any tourists coming into Uganda. And for us, it's important that there is a conversation across all the actors to ensure that the product that we are promoting, which is Explore Uganda, is well appreciated. So in that context, again, we commend our embassies or missions that have brought in participants from their countries of accreditation to come and be part and parcel of this exercise. But beyond that, our embassies are looking for high-end investments into luxury facilities. So we're going to concentrate on attracting investors in our game parks to basically prepare 5, 6, or even 7-star facilities across the country. So that will be our major preoccupation in the coming financial year.
Business Now proudly brought to you by Absa Bank Uganda. With Absa's new Island Escape Travel Reward, every payment using your Visa, debit or credit card gives you a chance to win an all-expenses-paid island getaway for two, turning everyday spending into extraordinary experiences. In partnership with Absa Bank, Business Now is rewarding travel. Our next story takes us on the ground to see whether Ugandans are embracing the government's ETM strategy and investing in the tourism sector. Our first stop with the founder of the Uganda-Kenya Coast Tourism Conference, Ambassador Paul Mukumbya, is now retired and enjoying beautiful recreation gardens in Kisubi and Tebet.
While in Mombasa, we started the Uganda-Kenya Coast Tourism Conference initiative. And I'm intentionally using the word we instead of I, because it was a joint team effort. So we started it in 2022 when we had the first Uganda-Kenya Coast Tourism Conference in Mombasa. A lot of very useful networks and bilateral engagements were built over have been built over the last 5 years, especially coordination and partnerships between the private sector in the tourism industry, the tour operators, the travel agents, the hoteliers. This is another benefit, unintended I must say, but which is also a very big addition to the tourism stakeholders within Uganda and Kenya, also knowing themselves more and better and being able to do business together. Indeed, this was one of the main objectives when we started this initiative. That's how we came up with the idea of Sahel Gardens, where we are now. Tourism is the lowest hanging fruit. It may take a bit of time to convince an investor to come and invest in Uganda. But Uganda is such a beautiful country and such an easy country to sell as a tourism destination. So because of the enthusiasm and hard work by all Uganda missions abroad, we are seeing the numbers of tourists really coming to Uganda growing. You are also seeing even UTB, the partnership that has been built between UTB, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Uganda missions abroad. All this will lead to very big growth in tourism numbers. And as they grow, we need to have facilities. By the way, not mediocre facilities, but fairly good facilities where these visitors can stay. But even us internally, as the Ugandan economy grows, it means people have more money to do it, to spend, and they need places where they can go, maybe over the weekends or on public holidays, to relax.
When you are trying to put up something like this, what are those hurdles that we have to put out of the way?
I heard from the Uganda Tourism Association that tourism has 25 taxes. I think that is that was the biggest challenge. But otherwise, the others, government is already doing a lot, as I said earlier, to facilitate the tourism sector. The tourism roads are being worked on progressively.
Finally, as we dedicate this show to the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo 2026, we turn to technology's role in tracking negative messaging and boosting inbound travel. To discuss these strategies, we feature insights from Terry Lloyd, who is the Chief Executive Officer and shareholder of the travel web portal Japan Travel KK, as well as inbound market research and consulting firm Japan INC Holdings and software development company MetroWorks. Now, Japan Travel KK and Tourist International PTE Limited are the forefront of these industry innovations.
Technology on its own isn't the full solution, right? You need to have a community of dedicated people who really like Uganda and want to promote it. They could be travel agents, they could be people living in Uganda, or they could be the Ugandan diaspora or people who just love wild animals, right? There's a lot of different types of people out there. What you need is a common location for them to be able to talk. And that doesn't exist, because although you have SNS groups, as you rightly pointed out, you can have those groups suddenly go very negative, right? So within those groups, they have something called moderation, right? So the moderator's job is to try and knock out some of those negative comments. But the fact is, people just have, if I can say the word, brain farts. They basically don't really think, they just type. But if you create an environment where they're incentivized, because in our tech, in our system, we have incentives. So if they contribute, they earn points. I mean, it's a whole ecosystem around it. Then basically what you get out of it is a much better quality of input. I mean, I'll just give you an example. Our average article is about 500 words. I can't remember the last time I saw a Facebook article, a post of 500 words that wasn't AI. And you can tell it's AI because it doesn't make sense, right? So that's a huge difference. You may or may not know, but Google, when they map out signals for SEO, search engine optimization, basically they're concerned about long-form content. So that's what we do. So number one is that we do long-form content. And we do a lot of it. Like in Japan, we have thousands of people writing content for us. So we have 53,000 full-length articles about Japan. Well, imagine if Uganda had 53,000 articles in 15 languages. That's more information than anybody else has. And it's all structured, it's all full length, with photos, how to get there, what it costs. That's the secret. So it's not SNS, but you can use the same content, repurpose it for SNS at the very top of the funnel to bring people in. In my case, obviously, I started out as a publisher. But it could easily be a country, a government. So my proposal so far is that the Ugandan government considers doing it because, you know, Uganda has a lot of messaging problems, right? Right now it's Ebola. And so, you know, you get CNN, as the president said yesterday, CNN is putting out all this radical information about Ebola, which is incorrect. Having a large number of people go to a site which is considered a reference site that's trustworthy, not Facebook, but something that's actually trustworthy, that makes a huge difference and allows you to control your messaging.
That brings us to the end of this edition of Business Now. You can see this program again on the NTV Uganda YouTube channel. And follow me on @Malcolm on X. And for more details, Business Now is proudly supported by Absa Bank Uganda, now rewarding travel and lifestyle experiences every time you pay using your Visa, debit or credit card through the Island Escape Card Travel Reward campaign. Simply use your cards every day for payments and make sure you earn yourself a holiday. Next up is NTV Tonight. And don't forget to stay glued.